saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my truck, look like bricks. I'm talking cash, money, in the money, designers all on me, Fendi on my body. It's been a mon chéri, you go do anything, they go make me happy. Je suis ton baby. Louis V for ma bossy. Pour l'argent, je suis disponible. C'est pas ma j'aime ça, c'est impossible. Speedy Gonzales, no. I'm not gonna carry you. Whoa. Woo, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It is your sister, jessacouplethingspod. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe during Black Women's Love Island finale Black Women's Month. During Black Women's Love Island finale Black Women's Month. First and foremost, please like this live. Please like this live. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, this is our after sun child. This is our Black Women's Month after sun child. I first and foremost want to thank everybody who came to see me at BK9 in Brooklyn. The line was wrapped around the block to get into the restaurant. And if you're familiar with the area of Brooklyn where it's like almost downtown, but not, it's like right by the Barclays Center, like to get there, to be out there waiting, people were waiting. Also, so many people left, like a lot of people left because they thought I wasn't going to make it. I was late. Like I literally got there at like 8:56, literally like right before the show started. 8:56. My flight got delayed twice. And so my flight got delayed twice. Mr. Easter was like, ask him to change your airport. I changed my airport. That flight got delayed too. But if I didn't do what my man told me to do, I wouldn't have made it because my original flight ended up getting canceled. So there's that. Also, not going to hold you. When I realized that Shelly and Ace were not going to be in the finale, I honestly did want to cancel. And there were a lot of people that were in my comments saying, cancel it. But I was like, no, we're still going to celebrate Shelly. We're still going to celebrate Shelly and Ace. We're Nicolandria. Hello. I'm a board member of Nicolandria Hive. Like we're still in the game. AMAYA PAPAYA is still in the game. Like, so we still had a lot to celebrate. And I just wanted to be able to celebrate our girls regardless. And the way y'all showed up in Brooklyn, that was crazy to me. That shit really, that honestly, that shook me. Like getting there And seeing all those people, that shook me, like, it shook me. It made me very emotional, like, on the inside, because I don't ever do stuff like that. Like, I used to, like, especially when I lived in Brooklyn, like, I used to, and then I stopped over the years because, sometimes you see stuff about yourself online, especially from certain communities, and, like, it kinda makes you feel like, "Oh, people don't fuck with me like that." Like, people would they're not gonna show up. If I have something, they're not really gonna come. But the way y'all came, and that honestly was like, oh my God, like it was a shock. It was a shock to me. My friend Sandra, who's like almost always with me, when we got in the car, mind you, I got fucked up. Shout out to Kevin. Kevin, mi primo, our cousin, he gave me shots, child. I was like, I'm not gonna do no shots because I didn't really eat. I had a lot of anxiety. The flight situation, y'all know the Dubai situation with my bag. Shout out to Mr. Issa because he definitely got my bag back. It's here, but I still don't have it, but it's here in Atlanta. But I just had a lot of anxiety and I was like, I couldn't really eat. Child, if you was there to the end, I got child, I was waiting in the water, child. I went for a swim too. I was waiting in the water, child. But anyway, thank you to everybody who came out. Thank you to everybody who showed up, came out. This was so amazing. It was such an amazing experience. Thank you to BK9. I felt so bad. Like, honestly, I should have did an RSVP. But again, I didn't think people was going to, honest, in my head, I was like, oh, we'll probably get like 50 people. It was over 300 people in that restaurant. They had to make an overflow room. Where I was sitting, it was in the overflow. Okay? Like, went to go sit with my overflow sisters. Like, literally, like, I didn't think nobody was gonna come. So next time I definitely will do an RSVP situation. But or and get a bigger venue. But shout out to BK9. They were amazing. I thought they was gonna be upset because of so many people showed up, but no, they were like, thank you, thank you. And I used to do stuff at BK9 all the time. They're like, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for not forgetting about us. It was great. Like, it was great. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, that was insane for all y'all to come in there. And mind you, like, we were all squished up, but nobody was complaining. It just was a vibe. Like, shout out to Shelly Timari Manouchka, Evelyne Dieudonné, Bissant, Francois Jean-Pierre. Shelly reposted our party. Shelly reposted our party. Thank you to Shelly. I will be reaching out to her. I know some of y'all like, please, please, please. I am going to reach out to her. I just wanted to give them a chance. I know she's probably, I just want to give people a chance, but I am going to reach out to Olandria, Shelly. There's another young lady that was on the show that I reached out to. We've actually been in communication, so we're trying to work it out so I can have her on the podcast too. So just, keep me in prayer that I will get those interviews to y'all out like within the next week. But I definitely have at least 3 people that I really, really want to talk to. So Shelly, Olandria, and the other one, I'm not going to say her name, but I feel like she has a lot to say. And I think that she's going to, I think that she might take my man. If you know, you know. I think she might take my man. I think she might take my man. So, yeah. So we've been in contact. She's really, really lovely. So I hope that we're able to make it work. All right, y'all. Let's get into our after sun, shall we? Let's get into our motherfucking after sun. Bonnie, I'm not gonna carry you. Should replace I'm not gonna hold you. Bars. I need that on a t-shirt. Shelly, thank you so much. Jessie, I'm so excited that I got to meet you. You are so polite and sweet. I had the best time. Thank you for coming. Thank you to everybody who coming. Y'all know, like, before I go live, I can see y'all comments, right? Usually before I go live, I'm like getting all my tech stuff together, trying to make sure it's gonna work. And I just be seeing y'all just be so nasty, so rude. So nasty, so rude. So, thank you so much, Lily. Sister, run it back. I was sick. I couldn't make it. I'm definitely running it back. Definitely running it back. Definitely running it back. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Oof, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I have a deal on the table, and um hold on, because I have an NDA. Let's just say the footage from the party, I sent it to these people, and I was like, so we're gonna have to reconfigure everything because I want to incorporate this. Like, I actually want to incorporate this. I want like real people, like I want my supporters to be able to attend stuff and be in rooms with folks. Like, I don't want it to always feel influencery. I don't think it should always be inviting influencers into certain rooms. I think it goes even further if you have everyday people in rooms that are like, now I gotta act right though. That's just one thing. That's just one thing. If God permits, please, please act right in these rooms so that we could keep doing it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But I definitely sent these people that footage. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to refigure that. We're gonna have to reconfigure. We're gonna have to restructure this because I want to incorporate a situation where everyday people can come to some bomb ass shit. Thank you so much, Jerica. NYC is always going to show out for our sister. We love you and everything you stand for. I wanted to be there, but I was busy being a real mamacita, unlike Huda. Lord, thank you so much for the super chat, child. Ooh, my Lord. Okay, let's get into it. The finale. I'm not gonna carry you. It will. I'm not gonna carry you. Watching the finale pissed me off. Watching the finale pissed me off. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. That means a lot. Jesse, you are who you think you are. Thank you. That's what Sandra was like. Sandra was like, Jess, you're who you think you are. And Mr. Issa said the same thing to me today too. He's like, Jess, like, you are that girl. Like, you are. People who are close to me know. I just like, oh, okay. Like, I don't ever like. I'm not. Oh, I got this. I'm not that person. So trust me, that shit. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked by last night. Byron, thank you so much for super chat. Jesse, I'm so mad I had to miss the BK party. You should become a you should become a cult leader the way you had me going up for Nicolandria. Period. Nicolandria, kote nuye, wo, nula, nula. Nicolandria, kote nuye, wo, nula, nula. Period. Period. I've been told y'all. And I was blocking people. And I made a whole video. I was like, if you're against Nicolandria, I don't fuck with you. Stay away from my shit. All right, let's get into the finale. Y'all know I can gab and gab and gab. Watching this finale pissed me off. Like, it was great. Like, it was poetic justice, but it really pissed me off because y'all really, like, you soft assholes really sent Shelly and Ace home just for us to watch Chris unbotheredly eat his pasta, drink his champagne, and walk off on Huda before sending her for a swim. Clock that. Clock it. Clock it. Ace and Shelly should have been in the finals. Ace and Shelly should have been in the finals. Like, it really pissed me off. It really pissed me off that y'all, like, but still the way Shelly's name came up too was so poetic when Olandria was reading the tweets, people's tweets, and there was one tweet that said, was it Olandria? No, she read the letter from her sister, I think. Was it her sister or her cousin? Someone. And they said, and let Shelly know that she has extra siblings. She has extra sister. Clark it. I was like, look at that. Shelly's not even here anymore, and Shelly's name was still being mentioned. I think it was Olandria's sister. Shelly wasn't there anymore. Her name was still being mentioned. Clark it. Clark it. Shelly was missed. Ace was missed. The way the guys came up with a handshake, what was it? Mind you, it was a cheer and it was led by Chris, led by Mr. Ballin' Overseas. Ready? Okay. Ace was there. Shelly and Ace were not at the finale, but they were at the finale. Like, what? Thank you so much, Deandra. I'm sorry, Deidre. Ace's final speech to Shelly would have been beautiful. Literally makes zero sense. They weren't there. You know what, though? As poetic justice would have it, Ace did give Shelly a final speech. One of the most beautiful final speeches we've ever heard. And he did it in the hideaway. Anyway, child. So we back in the motherfucking villa. I'm upset. I just was upset about that. I was upset all over again. They deserve to be there. They had a real connection. Side note, I had been seeing on TikTok that Ace had a weird ass best friend who would continuously go in on Shelly, some girl. It was so weird who the whole season she spent on TikTok going off on Shelly. Y'all ate her up. I don't know what this guy's name is. I can't remember I don't know. Maybe somebody would put it in here, but he sounds like he's straight out of Brooklyn, some black guy, very handsome, but he been calling people out the entire season. And I guess, is that her name? Y'all please hit the like. EJ, is that his name? EJ? Oh my God. The way he been calling people out, I'm like, this is my soul brother. He was when I tell you he was going in on that Cookie Monster face asshole who's been like calling Shelly all time, like just going in on Shelly. Ace is supposed to be your best friend. You got Ace's sister online giving Shelly all types of praise, his family members doing the same thing, and you as his best friend, like what was that? And so I see his page got deleted. Somebody got his page deleted. Oh, he's Haitian? Oh, I didn't know that. Period. He reposted some TikTok that showed that Shelly's mom was going in on her ass. Period, Molly. I don't know if she came with some weak ass apology and EJ was like, period. Get maman. Period. Yeah, we don't play that. Just was weird. It just, I don't know. The energy, listen, Ace is a menace. I said that from day one. Ace the menace. Ace for Columbus went into that villa. He played the game like he was on Traders. He played the game like he was in Big Brother. But one thing we all cannot deny is that man did want Shelly from the beginning. Now, were there moments where he had, moments that I thought were a problem for me? Yes. I feel like he took way too long to choose her. I felt like there were some times when he kind of thought he could get her to chase him. It's like, no, that's not Shelly. No, that's just not her. She's not going to chase you down, bro. Like those games that you play, I think he had very immature moments, but at the same time, for a 22-year-old, Mr. Ballin' Overseas, I think is 27 or 28, went to the 22-year-old for advice about the hood rat. Ace was very mature. Ace carried himself like Ace ran that villa. He did. He ran that villa. And I think that he has a very, very, very long career when it comes to reality television or acting or whatever. I can't wait to see what he does. But anyway, this is post the announcement of, the final four. Did y'all see Nicolandria on that couch kissing? Did y'all see them sucking face? And then Nick finally revealed to her that he was the one who kissed her during the blindfold challenge. I live. I live. I live. I live. And again, you have her saying, I don't know why I didn't see the signs. And he's like, listen, like, I've been wanting you. I've been wanting you. And since everybody else has come out the villa, Taylor confirmed Nick wanted her from the beginning, but he was cop blocking, which is why I hope Clark is not down to no rodeo with your ass. Did y'all peep out on After Sun when Taylor and Clark was on After Sun and Taylor was like, yeah, when we go home from here, we're gonna be down to the rodeo. She gonna be scooping up horse doo-doo. And Clark was like, yeehaw. Mind you, soon as they reached US soil, they was down to the club. She couldn't wait to get with her girls. Okay? During Black Women's Black Women's Month. She couldn't wait to get back with her girls. Who finna be scooping up horse doo-doo? Are you okay? Taylor, if you want to keep Clark, I really want you to be for fucking real. Please. I want you to be for fucking real. Clark was in the section with her girls. Mind you, Clark is going back to North Carolina. Do you know what type of motion this girl is about to have in North Carolina? North Carolina, her face is tea, body tea. She just came off Love Island. Are you dumb? You can scoop horse shit, not me. Expecting a woman who went to Fiji with tape-ins to scoop horse doo-doo. Is Taylor okay? Let's continue, child. AMAYA and Brian was making out in Soul Ties. Chris and Huda spoke, and she said she was shook that she was still here, and she said something about the fact that I left my daughter home to come here, and I finally put myself first. I don't want y'all saying I'm mommy shaming, because I have I have thoughts, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't care. I'm gonna leave it alone. Iris and Paper were making out. And then it's time for everyone to go to sleep. But before that, there was a pillow fight. So there was a pillow fight, right? And everything was cool until Huda joined. So everybody was pillow fighting. Everybody pillow fighting. Everything's cool, right? And Huda joins. And Chris threw a pillow at Huda. Now, I'm going to hold you. What y'all thought about Chris slinging that pillow at Huda like that? What y'all think? Chris ain't had to do that. But it's just because the thing is, everybody was pillow fighting, and it was cool. But she came in just a little rougher than everybody else. And so he was like, bitch. Now the whole her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see what you, and this is my, and then she came back with somebody on Thread said, Huda is that girl. Somebody on Thread said, I hope I worded it right. They said, Huda is that girl who leaves her hospital bracelet on. Who leaves her hospital bracelet on for days so that everybody can ask her what happened. Do y'all remember when y'all was back in school and people used to do that? Mind you, whole time, girl, you went to the hospital, you had a flu. You had a little, a little nasal infection. But they coming back to school with the hospital bracelet and the McDonald's in one, the McDonald's bag in one hand, and the hospital bracelet and she's continuously looking for sympathy all the time. She's always a victim. Mind you, this is a lady who had she literally had a nose job, like what? Like a couple months before she went on Love Island. Girl, you had a nose job. You fine. You fine. If you could do a nose job, you could take a little pillow hit. Please relax. So anyway, they get into the bed and Chris has his back to her. Now, before I get into the bed moment of it all, I just want to make sure that we understand that the bed moment is specifically after days and days and days of Chris and Huda having a conversation about how she does not want to kiss him, right? She does not want to kiss him. However, she has been throwing Kuda cat at this man in this room. Like that had like 20 people in it at one point. Okay. But she did not want to kiss him. Mind you, just want to pose the question again. If you are a woman, like, especially those of you guys who are ladies, right? Because I really want us to clark this. As a woman, if you are doing lady of the night activities with a man, right? Lady of the night activities with a man, and mind you, you're coupled up, right? So I would say being coupled up in the villa would translate to you're dating this person. Y'all might not be exclusive. He might not be your boyfriend, but y'all are dating. Y'all are hunching. You throwing the cootie cat, he catching the cootie cat. How would you feel if in public you went to reach for this man's hand and or if you just went in for a subtle kiss, he was like, oh, how would you feel? How would you feel? Right? So they were having that conversation over and over and over again. And she never would let Chris make sense. She would continuously interrupt him, not let him speak, because as soon as you start making sense to Huda, she can no longer be a victim. She can't be a victim of the truth. She can't be a victim of the truth because the truth does not align with the way she sees herself. And the way she sees herself all the time is that everything is happening to her. Everybody's doing everything to her. She plays no part in what is happening, right? And so these are the conversations that you have been having. And so guess what? Guess what? You don't want to have PDA? Guess what? He doesn't want to have sex with you. I just wish Chris would have said that to her. But we all know, again, she would continuously interrupt him. He was never able to get any words out. We've seen him say to her, oh, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing because ain't nothing going to change. It's cool. We've seen him actively try to get her to quit. I've said this. This man was actively trying to get her, making sure she understood this is not going anywhere. Right? And so you're getting in the bed with this man and you're telling this man, put your hands on me. I want to cuddle. I want this. I want that. And he's like, yo, I want to get some sleep. She's upset. She's upset. I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. She counts to 3. What do y'all think her goal was? I'm going to tell you what I believe her goal was. She was trying to coerce that man into sleeping with her. Point blank, period. If the roles were reversed, this entire season, we've seen Huda do some things that not only are outrageous, dangerous, abusive, coercive, but if Huda were a man, y'all would have called her an abuser. There would be no brands following her. There would be no brands trying to work with her. That would not be the case. She would be an abuser. He would be an abuser. She was trying to coerce him into having sex with her. And then he said, I want to sleep. He said it several times. I want to sleep. Oh, okay. Just know that the battle that you're picking right now is going to result into you not having a good day tomorrow, basically. I'm paraphrasing. But that's the message she gives him. Oh, so you want to get sleep? Cool. Just know tomorrow, I'm going to make your life a living hell in this villa. Now, here's the thing. Huda is Chris's karma in the villa. Huda is Chris's karma in the villa. We all know Chris really wanted Shelly. Okay? He made Shelly 2 pancakes. He made Huda 1. He gave Shelly flowers. He gave Huda none. Okay? Okay? We know that Huda wanted Chris because she saw how Chris treated Shelly. Okay? And I'm going to say something that, anyway. One thing about it is I'm in my era where I'm going to say some shit. And if you listen, I said it and I ain't taking it back. In Huda's mind, there just was absolutely no way that Chris could treat Shelly the way he treated Shelly and not treat her better. Clark it. Because in her mind, if he's treating Shelly like this, I'm going to do her one up. I'm going to throw him some coup de cat. Surely he's going to treat me better. Because she's not giving up no coup de cat. She's not doing nothing. It's kind of like when she said, remember with the heart rate challenge, when she made Shelly's being upset about it being that, the cherry was on top, that the cherry on top was that I made his heart race. You made everybody's heart rate. Like you made my heart race. You made the entire world's heart. They edited everything out. But from the time we saw that episode, I said it was clear. She put her poom poom on Ace's zoom. We could see that. You put your poom poom on that man's face. You made everybody's heart rate go up. You made everybody's heart rate go up. Huda, in her mind, she's a preference and she has preference coochie. And so I have 2 things that are better than a girl like Shelly in her mind. Yeah, she doesn't see Shelly's poise as Shelly's poise. She sees that as, I can one up her. I'm gonna throw the coochie. Remember, go back to the conversation that Chris had with Brian, Mr. PAPAYA. He told Mr. PAPAYA, there was only so much I could take before I folded. From the time Huda took Chris into the villa for Shelly, she was throwing the coochie at him. Hey, from the time she went and got Chris, put him in the villa for Shelly, she was throwing the coochie at him. But here's the thing with Chris. Chris, you came into the villa. You made promises to Shelly and to Ace. You pulled Ace aside and had a man-to-man conversation about how you're going to pursue Shelly. But you didn't want to do the work. Remember what he told Huda? I wasn't raised to chase. And remember what I said? When a man says that, that means he expects to be chased. And what does Huda do? She chases. She chases by throwing coup de cat and throwing tantrums. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Megan. If anyone would have put they cat on Jeremiah's face, that villa would have burned to the ground. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If someone would have did that to Jeremiah, that villa would have been gone. And the truth remains, the villa is gone. But see, Chris, this is your karma because you didn't want to work for Shelly. It's cool though, because I don't want you with Shelly. But this is your karma. Also, I want to say this. I've seen a lot of people say that Chris showed his true colors today in that episode, that he was very passive aggressive. As a professional passive aggressiver, I've talked about that's my toxic trait on here. If you follow me really good, I've said that is a toxic trait of mine. Let me tell you something about folks who are very good at being passive aggressive. Most of the time, when passive aggressiveness shows up, it is because that person feels that they were not heard. Clark it. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. Was Chris heard when he would bring up his grievances to Huda? Exactly. Have you ever been in a position where you done told a motherfucker the same thing over and over and over again, and now this person is just playing in your face? So now you just got to treat them. I can't even use the word I want to use. You just got to treat them like they're fucking slow, basically now. I got to treat you like you're slow. Literally, keep it short with you. Keep it very matter of fact with you. Especially if we're in a situation where I have to deal with you. Like, I'm in this villa. I have to deal with you. But mind you, Mr. Ballin overseas, you what bowling. What bowling? You are a baller. Pay the fee. Pay the fee. Go home. Go home. I could be balling overseas. Go dribble, nigga. What? Why are you here? Só vim chercher lá. Qu'est-ce que tu voyou? Nous la voyons là. Nous pas voyons. Só vim chercher. Go buy your ticket. Go home. You balling overseas. Right? But anyway, we all know Chris is in the villa because he wanted that 100K. Let's just keep it a buck. And if Chris would have got that 100K, he would not have split that shit. Let's just keep that a buck too. Okay? But literally, Chris's passive aggressiveness shows up because why? He wasn't heard. And for those of you guys who like to call out folks who are passive aggressive, I want you to think, just park your thoughts and think about your interaction with that person and what provoked that. Passive aggressiveness is usually provoked. That is my unpopular opinion. There are people who just are passive aggressive, yes. But most of the time, if you just look through reality television situations, just think about it. Most of the time, passive aggressiveness is provoked. Passive aggressive, not aggressiveness, passive aggressiveness. Because that person has been made to feel like what they're saying doesn't matter. They're not being heard. They're not given a safe space to express themselves and say their piece and say their part. And so now they're over it. And that was Chris. This entire episode, that was Chris. We saw for about 4 to 5 episodes where this man actually really actively tried to talk to this girl. He was never given a space to be heard. Point blank, period. Anyway, child, so the first date, where it's the next morning, it's announced that they're going on their final dates. The first date was Nicolandria. Honestly, give me Titanic. Like, give me Titanic, bitch. Like, them on that yacht doing a near, far, wherever you are, I believe. Like, please, Please, Nicolandria. Nicolandria Hive. We're up. We're up. Nicolandria. Shout out to those of us who were Nicolandria Hive from the beginning. I called out that conversation that Nick had that morning after that kiss where he told the guys, kissing Nicolandria was, whew. I'd love to revisit that. It's on camera. He said this. He said it. He said it. He said it. From day one. From day one. Okay? I don't know. She said something too before they went on a date where she was talking to the girls. She was excited to be going on her date. And I think somebody asked somebody asked, oh, we saw you kissing or something like that. And she was like, yeah, that man loves to wear my lip combo. She ain't lying. Remember what he said in Soul Ties? Leave the makeup on me. That man loves to wear Olandra makeup combo, lip combo down. He loved to be wearing her NYX gloss, MAC chestnut lip, a lip liner. He loved that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Imagine watching this finale and thinking that Nicolandria lost. Anyway, they get off their island, they get off the yacht, and did y'all see how, one thing about Nick, he didn't let Alandria go for no swim, boo. Clark it. He ain't let Olandria's feet hit no water, baby. Clark it. Okay, he said, oh, here we are in Nicolandria Island, period. They had their own private island. I'm sorry, they had the best date. Private island. And they go read their fan mail. Oh my God. The letters to Olandria were so, the letters were for both of them, but the fact that, like, when you read them though, when we listened to them, they were so focused on Olandria, like telling Olandria, girl, we've been wanting this for you. Thank you so much for finally opening up your eyes and seeing what's in front of you. Like, thank you. I thought that was so sweet. They started talking about their journeys, and I like how he said that their journey was literally their roadmap. Like their experience, like what they had was his roadmap for this entire experience. I love that. I love that they had that little picnic, And she asked him, have you ever been in love before? He said, yes, I've been in love twice, but they say 3 times the charm. Clark it. She said that in the past, she's fell in love with potential. Raise your hand if you've been Alandria. Raise your hand if you have ever fallen in love with potential. That was so real. Nicolandria Nation, we up. We up, boo. We up, Bookie. They both talked about their moms. She said that she had never introduced nobody to Felicia, child. But she said she's ready to go have dinner with her new family, with Jennifer and her new family. He said Jennifer cannot wait. Felicia and Jennifer, really? I love this so much. There were pictures of the families that were released on the beach, and the way Felicia and Jennifer were locked in. If we locked in, we ain't locked in on the beach. Locked in. Love it. They kissed. It was just so beautiful. I lost it when Nick read his father's letter. When Nick's father was like, first and foremost, I'm so proud of you. It's like, you are the funniest man in the villa. Like, I love you down. You're my firstborn. So they're both firstborns. You want to know the cheat code? If you're a firstborn daughter, getting with a firstborn son. Clark it. I've said this before. If you're a firstborn daughter, get with the firstborn son or get with the only son. Remember I said that. If you're a firstborn daughter, Get with the firstborn son or the only son. Clark Kent. I love when his father said that what you and Nicolandria have is based on a friendship. You're grounded in a genuine friendship. And son, that's what me and your mother have. 35 years and counting of. I've been with your mama for 35 years. And we started off as very, very close friends. When Nicolandria got the letter from her sister, she couldn't even get through it. She had to have Nick read it. I thought this was so beautiful. I thought it was so beautiful that her sister mentioned Shelly. I thought it was so beautiful that the most beautiful thing about it for me was I feel like Nicolandria held so many tears on this show. We've only seen her really cry twice. That moment that I showed a couple, in a couple of reviews ago, where when she was back in the villa and she told Taylor, like, I really like you. And she started crying in that conversation, and Taylor didn't even give her a shoulder to cry on. So she sucked the tears back up immediately. And then she sobbed for Shelly. She didn't even cry for herself when she was voted out. But to see her like ugly cry, I'm talking about concealer dripping, makeup, like you could tell she just had been holding on to this for way too long. And also, she just gives eldest daughter down. Like, I don't got time to be sad. I don't got time to cry. It is what it is. These are the cards I'm dealt with. It's cool. I'ma just move forward. Like it just was beautiful seeing her cry. Side note, Shelly in her interview with I think it was Hollywood Access or something like that, or Access Hollywood, Shelly said that she cried the most in the villa. Why didn't we see this? Why didn't we see this? Also, another side note, Shelly was on After Sun, and I don't like how they edited her. Let me play this for y'all. So during her After Sun, which by the way, there's a girl named Selly that's on After Sun. Girl, why you ain't keep that same energy that you've been having all this season? Why you ain't keep that same energy when Ace and Shelly got there? I need to hurry up and get representation. I need to be on these After Suns. I need to be in the room, like, because I've been like, so Shelly, you've had a lot to say throughout the season. Do you want to share anything? Is there anything that you would like to Clark? Child, they need to let a real bitch on After Sun. I don't know what I need to do. But this was I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear. They asked Shelly and Ace, who they're rooting for. My heart want to say Nicolandria, but I'm gonna definitely say AMAYA. Why do you say that? Because she's super hilarious. Like me and her, we already squashed beef and chopped it up. Like, I love her, so I definitely think her and Brian got something special. She went through a roller coaster with the guys that she met, and Brian was someone that really truly seen her. Like the moment he came in here and had stood behind her, even when they were just friends. So the fact that they ended up having like a relationship and their families loved each other too, it was just like, damn, like I can't deny what I'm seeing. So it really is tough though. It really is tough, but between us two for sure. So when they released this episode, right? A lot of people were like, damn, Shelly not rooting for Nicolandria. She's not rooting for Nicolandria. Like Nick and Nicolandria are literally like Ace and Shelly's besties, right? If you listen to what she said at the end, definitely between those two. That tells me she talked about Nicolandria first. She talked about Nicolandria first. The editors this season, number one, hate Shelly. Hate Shelly. They hate her. They hate her. The way they edited that heart rate challenge, I will never forget. Like, that was such a cruel thing to do, to edit that heart rate challenge the way that y'all did so that she could get the mean girl edit and the mean girl arc. Mind you, the real mean girl never got a mean girl arc. Never. Never. And then now here she is in the after sun, and y'all edited her to make it seem like she's not rooting for her bestie. So then that caused everybody to be like, damn, I thought she was a girl's girl. I thought Olandria was her girl. Y'all are just weird. Like, the editors, y'all are weird this season. The editing last year was better. This season, the editing sucks. The continuity sucks. Like, y'all are cutting into conversations in a way that is so, like, it's so clear you don't know what you're doing. Like, Jesus. Like, it's just, anyway. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think Nick gonna give Olandria more than 35 seconds? Somebody at the watch party was like, oh, she definitely gonna get more than 35 seconds. I said no. If Nick couldn't give Sierra more than 35 seconds, what you think? You think for the girl he actually likes? You think for the girl he actually likes that he's gonna, please. That man's gonna have to ease into that. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, listen, this after sun, you know, this is the real bitch after sun. We gonna talk about shit that fucking matters. He gonna give Olandria five pumps maximum. And that's me being nice. That's me being nice. Nick Nasty is not going to make it fat. I'm sorry. I can't. Nick Nasty is not going to make it past 5 pumps when it comes to Olandria. Let's just keep it a buck. It's not, he's going to have to ease his way into that one, okay? Listen, this is the real bitch after sun during Black Women's Real Bitch After Sun Black Women's Month. We're going to talk about shit that matters, okay? All right, we back in the villa. Chris is miserable. Chris is miserable. He's talking to Brian about Huda, and he tells Brian about the whole Huda talking about counting him down 3 seconds. Counting him down 3 seconds. And I did not like the advice that Brian gave him. The thing is with Brian and AMAYA, love them down. But the papayas, the papayas don't give good advice. The papayas give advice from the rosy land that they live in. Like AMAYA, she gives very much sunshine and rainbows. I never said I was perfect. She gives sunshine and rainbows advice. It's not rooted in reality. Brian, the man has been low-key going through it. And Brian told him, I would just keep trying. Trying to do what? Exactly. Please. Please. And then you had Huda talking to AMAYA saying the same bullshit. I'm moving slower. I'm moving slower. Is moving slower in the room with us? Is moving slower in the room with us? How are you moving slower if you throwing Kuda Cat? Throwing Kuda Cat and moving slow does not, I'm sorry. Throwing Kuda Cat and moving slow makes no sense. It just makes no sense. But everything that comes out this girl's mouth just doesn't make any sense. The way she recollects what happens doesn't make any sense. Thank you so much for a super chat, Beta. I have to go back and look at these super chats. My bad, y'all. Bramaya. Oh, I like that name, Bramaya. I like that. Is that what the kid is? That I'm calling them the papayas. Y'all calling them Bramaya? I like that. Bramaya's 2-week relationship to go, complete with premature smecks, is so much more believable than a 5-week developing realistic romance, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because that's been the thing. Oh, it's just Nicolandria. We can't get behind that. They just But y'all was voting for Iris and Pepe. Please. Please, y'all was voting for Iris and Pepe. Y'all was voting for the White Widow and the Spaniard. Please. Anyway, so I love that Nicolandria left things at him telling her, I want to pursue things. I want to see where this goes. And she says, me too. Thank God. Finally. Finally, girl. And she's like, America see it. My mama see it. My siblings see it. It looks like I'm the only one who didn't see what I needed to see when it came to you. And I'm so glad she found, because, girl, we all saw it. We all saw it. Please. Iris and Pepe go on a date. I ain't gonna hold you. I fast forwarded to if you was at the watch party, every time Iris and Pepe came on, child, people was getting their drinks, people was ordering their food, bathroom breaks was I have no idea what happened between Pepe and Iris, and I do not give a damn. I'm sorry. Sorry to that lady. Sorry to that man. Okay. Oh my God, this is so tea. This is so true. Tierra says, Amaya and Brian are such a Bronx ass couple. I love them both. They so are. They so are. They're in their own world. They don't give a fuck. Like they just twirling and carrying on and eating Skittles at the end of every rainbow. Like they don't know what the fuck going on. They don't. The advice that they be giving people, I'm just like, please stop asking these people for advice. Stop asking these people for advice, please. Please. The editors have had the DEI hires removed. You ain't lying, sister. You ain't lying, sister. They're the Zoomies. That's probably what it is. The Zoomies. Somebody said, Janae says, Pepe and Iris are just a boring LA couple talking about in and out date and the beach, period. That's what it gave, child. That's what it gave. But baby, I don't know what the fuck happened with Pepe. I do not know, child. All I know is this. Let me say something. Let me say this about Iris and Pepe. Iris, I'm not the one who said this, but allegedly you threw the cootie cat at Pepe and Pepe caught it. Now, let me make something very, very clear to you. This is a man who is still in mourning. Now, we all know Pepe love a white widow. That's a given. But that man is still in mourning for Hannah. Okay? If you think Pepe ain't reaching out to Hannah and her spit shine coochie as soon as he hit the US, sister, the way Pepe is gonna be hitting that spit and shine coochie immediately once he reached the US oil. Because let's just keep it Huda ain't the only person who caught two bodies one show. So did Pepe. Now with Iris we're still iffy because it's like the sheets was moving, but we don't. Can y'all confirm? And here's the thing, Iris, if you did get that man some coochie, this is so crazy because TJ really gave that could have been your husband. I ain't gonna hold you. You and TJ was giving Calabasas, Tampa, realness. Like it was given very much like beach house. Okay? TJ, you can tell TJ got an inheritance waiting on his ass. Pepe daddy don't fuck with him. See, you don't be Iris, you wasn't thinking. And your mama don't like him. Girl, your mama don't like Iris, your mama don't like Pepe. Your mama don't like Pepe. Pepe daddy don't like Pepe. Girl, go find your MAGA husband and sit your ass down. Go reach out to TJ and sit your ass down, please. Girl, you possibly done fucked up the chances of having a husband. Because you just throwing cootie cat. Just throwing cootie cat. Don't get me wrong, Pepe's nice. Pepe's very respectful. I like the way KK. I like the way Pepe has carried himself in this villa. I just don't like that he makes his preference so extremely and painfully obvious. It's like, sir, oh my God. Can you please like at least try to look like you want to give other people a try? No, Pepe's like, I'm here for one. Listen, give me a white blonde widow. That's what I'm here for. She got to be white, she got to be blonde, and she got to be in distress. Iris, go find your MAGA husband TJ and just settle down, okay? But we did not watch nothing that happened with Iris and Pepe. We did not give a fuck. No fucks was given. I'm so sorry. Sorry to that couple. Next. They'll be fine though. They don't give a fuck about me not watching or my viewing people, my view people not watching. Okay. I want to go into Chris and Huda's date. My God. Wow. This was cinema. This was cinema. Shout out to the Moon River lady. This scene triggered me so bad because Moon River was a scholarship song that I had when I was graduating college. You know, you apply for different scholarships, and there was like a singing scholarship that I didn't get. It just really hurt me for a minute. And Moon River was my song. And when sometimes in life I look back and I'm like, should I? Hold on. I need, because I didn't. Bitch, I'm still hurt. Not gonna hold y'all. I'm still motherfucking hurt. Moon River has a very like deep meaning for me because if you were at the watch party, I was singing it along. I was singing along. I'm still hurt by this. But shout out to the Moon River lady because you know, at least somebody got to sing it. At least somebody got coin to sing Moon River. I ain't get shit. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you old heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. I should have got the scholarship. Hold on, I should wait. Okay. That shit hurt me deep. I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment. When I saw that lady singing Moon River, I said, not my scholarship song that I never got. Bitch, the hurt, the pain, bitch, the motherfucking pain. All right, y'all. Let me stop making it about me. You know, I'm in my victimhood era, child. Hold on. I'm in my victimhood era, child. Let me read this super chat real quick. Thank you so much, Brianna. Chris was strategic on how he broke up with Huda. He had to make her believe that it was her idea because if he didn't, she would play victim. Thank you. Remember I said When Chris said that he attracts emotionally unstable women, I said that that's actually his preference because he knows how to manipulate them. He ate that. He ate that. He knew exactly what to do. And if you go back at least one episode, that what episode was it when the papayas set them up on the dock? He was trying to do it even then. He was trying to do it even then, but he was trying to do it more gently. But by the time they made this finale, I knew that motherfucker was done when he threw that pillow at her and she went off and put that band, it did all that shit. And then he looked at the papayas and was rolling his eyes. I knew that man was like, he was officially done. But anyway, let's get into the date, child. Let's get into the date. I want to see if I could share my screen, but hold on. Okay, hold on. Tell me if you can hear this.
Nicolandria instead.
Congratulations.
You should have put sunscreen on that.
Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? You can hear the audio? Perfect. Because I want to just play the audio because I don't want to get copywritten. So let me just play the audio. So, you know, they have this gorgeous dinner set up on the water, which I thought was beautiful. It's a candlelight dinner. It's candlelight everywhere. It's candlelight in the water. Like the scene was gorgeous. One thing you have to give it to Love Island, the cinematography, this is cinema. The way they shoot this show is cinema. The budget is crazy, which is why I can't believe y'all are only paying these islanders $1,500 per week. That's absolutely diabolical. These islanders should at least be getting $5,000 per week, $10,000 per week, to be honest. They should at least be getting $10,000 per week. Like, or they should be getting an episodic fee or something. That's just ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous. The budget goes crazy for this show. Crazy for this show. AJ, thank you so much. Someone said that they put Huda Chris in the middle of the water so Huda couldn't walk away from the convo. The girl was trapped. Hilarious. That's Huda hilarious. Okay.
Genuine connection, and I really do appreciate. Didn't know what to expect from this experience when you come in here. I pretty much found what I was looking for, which was a genuine connection.
Now, first and foremost, Chris was on some bullshit. It just takes me back to his mom and his sister saying, you know what? You know what to do. You've handled yourself very well. And I feel like Chris has done a lot of Chris is a liar. Chris and Huda are both liars. Just both liars. Okay? Just two liars. Two liars. It's like that Spider-Man meme that two liars. Two liars, okay? But the thing with Chris lies to pacify. Huda lies to victimize herself. Chris is gonna lie to calm you down, calm down, calm down. He's gonna pacify you. She's lying so that you can see her as a victim. It's just two different approaches, but they're both liars. They're both liars. Because how you gonna talk about y'all got a genuine connection, please?
And I really do appreciate you letting down some of your walls and letting me, get to know you.
When Chris said, I appreciate you for letting down your walls and let me get to know you, he was saying, thank you so much for letting down them coochie walls. Let's just be honest. Let's Clark it, please. Please. Okay.
I really am liking where this is going. I do see the potential in us.
Please tell me y'all are hearing it. Are y'all hearing it? This man said, I like where this is going and I see the potential in us. This motherfucker's a liar. Just a lying ass. Like, why are you lying like this? Sir, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Just a lying. Just throwing lies around. Just lying. Just, you know what Chris is? A knitter. Chris, you are knitter. You're a knitter. He's a knitter. Two liars walk into a bar. Thank you, Monique. Please. All right, let me see how I can judge this up. I do see the potential in us, sir.
Things are great. Like, you treat me great. I treat you great. Like, it's going well. Like, there's chemistry. But then there's also things that we need to work on.
Things are going great. Things are going well. Two liars. Hey, why are you lying? Hey, whoa. Why y'all lying like this? These niggas be lying. Why y'all lying like this? Just lying. Just a lying. I know that there are things that are bothering you and you didn't want to tell me. What a choice of words. Now, granted, after a while, Chris did say, I have no thoughts, I have no words, but it's not because he didn't have any, and it's not because he didn't want to tell you. It's because every time he tries to tell you, you interrupt him. He has to ask you politely, please let me finish. 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 Oh, y'all didn't hear that? Okay, well, I repeated what she said. You wouldn't listen to him. And so when she says there are things that you didn't want to tell me, that's just absolutely not the truth. And the way Huda her recollection of conversations, it is never the truth. It's never rooted in the truth. It is rooted in her being a victim. Please tell me if you guys can hear. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Thank you. Sprinting from accountability. Thank you. Y'all can't hear? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
There was no respect on my end as far as like listening to what I was trying to say. And then,
Oh my gosh. Please tell me y'all could hear that. Let me run that back. Because this is perfect for what I just said. Hold on.
comfortable kissing in public or around your friends. There was no respect on my end as far as like listening to what I was trying to say. And then,
you saw that, right? You saw that. So again, he tries, and what does she? And he stopped and he looked at her. There you go again. There you go again. Okay? Hold on. Let me know if you can still hear it.
And then also last night, 'cause I don't play with my sleep, and then for you to not really understand where I was coming from with that and still try to be pushy and then like catch an attitude about it after kind of hit me a little bit. And
Again, like she's interrupting again. He's like, last night, I told you, I don't play by my sleep. And you were being petty, you're being pushy. And he's telling the truth. And she, like somebody said in the comments, she is sprinting. She's running away. Like she does not want to hear that. She does not want to hear the truth because if the truth gets out, she has to take responsibility. She has to take accountability. She's not trying to do that. She's not trying to do that. Mind you, listen, and I'm not here to mommy shame. Whew. But imagine having a mom like this. Imagine having a mom like this. Like, fuck a relationship. Imagine having a mother like this. Who everything is always your fault. Everything, she's always a victim. It's always about her. It's what she says. Is it 1, 2, 3? You gotta do. Imagine having a mom like that. Now, I'm not saying that that's the type of mother she is to her child. I don't know. But just imagine having a mom like that. So true. Leah shines. Huda listens to respond, not to comprehend. Who? Somebody said, I have one. It's horrible. Virgo mom. Literally. It's horrible.
you telling me, oh, well, if you don't talk to me right now, then I'm not going to talk to you all day tomorrow. You have 3 seconds and we count down 3, 2, 1.
I know you're awake. That's why.
And she's like, he's telling her this and she still has. You have a response for that? Who gives a fuck if he was awake or not? Who cares? If I don't want to talk to you, I don't have to talk to you. You were coercing that man into having sex. Let's just keep it. You were trying to coerce that man into having sex. A man who you don't want to kiss. And then in her conversations with AMAYA and Iris, I mean, you know, Chris says he's a physical person, but he's not touching me. He's not kissing me. He's not all on me. He's not obsessed with me. The girl is psychotic. Like this is a level of, oh, he can only kiss you when you tell him to do it. He can only touch you when you want him to do it. You have to control his every move. That's psychotic. Exactly. That's why Shelly bypassed that convo. No, thank you. Literally. There was no, what conversation were we going to have? What conversation are you going to be able to have with someone who does this? What conversation can you have with somebody who does this?
But still,
Can I explain something to you?
But let me
my
finish and then you can.
Okay.
You doing that makes me feel like I'm a little kid, and I'm not really. I'm a grown ass man.
Baby, when I saw Chris say, I'm a grown ass man, I knew where this was going. When I saw Chris say, I'm a grown ass man, I knew where this was going. When a black man tells you that, I can't speak for other men, But when a black man tells you I'm a grown-ass man, my mama don't talk to me like that. You might as well it's over. We're done. Like, it's a wrap. Nothing good is coming after that. When I heard him say that shit, I said, oh, is this going to be a bottle thrown? What's going on? What's next? Somebody going for a swim tonight. It was given. Somebody put on Threads too. They gave that scene with Ray J and Princess when they were at the dinner table and she threw drinks at him and stuff, and then she tried to like run up on him and then he pushed her and she fell in the water. I said, it's giving that energy. It's giving that energy. Somebody going for a swim tonight. I knew it. Y'all, it's 6,000 of y'all in here. What y'all, hey, welcome to the motherfucking Real Ass Bitch After Sun. During Black Women's After Sun, Black Women's Month, period. Make sure y'all like the live. Somebody going for a swim. Somebody going for a swim tonight, okay? Let's continue.
Can I explain my thought process?
Absolutely, please.
So yesterday we had a celebratory day. We were in the Final Four, and
I don't even want to hear what the fuck she got to say because she on some bullshit. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this where... Let me know that y'all can still hear this.
in that moment, I was like, all right, I wanted to cuddle with you. And I'm just like, personally, I like when a man like grabs me and it's just like, come here, you know? And I'm having to pull your arms over me. I'm having to do, and it's like almost every night I do that, you know? I wasn't trying to do anything.
When she says almost every night she's having to pull his arms over her, make him touch her, basically, what does that sound like to y'all? Are we just bypassing this behavior because she's a woman? What does that sound like to y'all? Mind you, the man said no. He's actively telling you no. That don't sound like coercion to y'all? That don't sound wrong to y'all? Thank you so much for the super chat, Cassidy. Love this ending for her. Absolutely diabolical. Baby, this was a poetic ending. But that don't sound wrong to y'all? At the very least. Does that not sound crazy to y'all?
When a man like grabs me and it's just like, come here, you know? And I'm having to pull your arms over me. I'm having to do, and it's like almost every night I do that.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
You know, I wasn't trying to do anything OD, but I wanted you.
I wasn't trying to do anything OD but have sex. This is a 24-year-old woman. This is a grown-ass woman.
To touch me. When you don't want to do it, it gives me a sense of rejection, which hurt.
You reacting in a certain way that you did last night doesn't make me want to do that. If my mama don't talk to me like that, I'm not gonna let somebody I'm talking to talk to me like that.
Woo! Let's run that back. We got to run that back.
You reacting in a certain way that you did last night doesn't make me want to do that. If my mama don't talk to me like that, I'm not gonna let somebody I'm talking to talk to me like that.
Baby, it's done. A black man tell you that? Girl, unplug the mic. Unplug the microphone. Unplug the lights. Turn the lights off. Party over. Turn the lights up in the club, baby. It's done. We done. Let's wrap this thing on up. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. Black man tell you that, baby, it's a wrap. Black man bring his mama into it. It's a wrap. You know, I have so many thoughts here. Hold on. Let me see if I could just hold on.
Like, what makes you think you could do that to a grown man? Like,
I'm not saying it was right, but still.
Okay, but
we both did things that were wrong. Ignoring me is not the answer either.
I'm not getting defensive. You're not even okay.
Baby, she let out that deep sigh. He grabbed the bottle. No fucks.
And see, and this is why I pick my battles. Because of reactions like this. There's that same repeating issue. I don't appreciate that. I haven't reacted that one time like how you are.
I'm just sighing right now because it's like I'm
the hand on the
because I'm listening.
Okay. You see, I just
When this motherfucker went to grab his champagne, I'm sorry.
don't appreciate some of the reactions that you give. Because it's like, I don't give a fuck. I've given you the reassurance of me wanting to do this on that. You see?
I'm sorry. Chris grabbing that wine. Chris grabbing that wine bottle and just was like, baby. He was so done.
I just don't appreciate some of the reactions that you give. Because it's like, I don't give a fuck. I've given you the reassurance of me wanting to do this on the outside world, but I'm not getting it from you, which makes me feel like I know where you're leaning towards. So, like I said, tell me what you want to do, and we can go about it the right way.
I know where you're leading towards. Tell me what you want to do, and we can go about it the right way. Chris was very strategic. Somebody already called it out, but I was going to say this too. He was very strategic in making sure that he put the ball in Huda's court so that she could break things off. Because the moment she broke things off, he was like, great. I ain't got no hard feelings. We good. We're good. I think before they got to that point, though, the Moon River lady came out and started singing, and you have Huda trying to cry, looking for tears. He didn't give a fuck. He started walking off barefoot in the water. And remember, he carried her into there. As he's walking off, he turns around and he sees that she's crying. He's like, why the fuck are you crying? You made your decision. You good. Why is you crying? What you crying for?
Do you want to carry me or will you walk?
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying? It was Chris walking off, going to get the water shoes so he could make sure that he was steady. And then people, wherever they had their asses waiting in the water, he made sure that he went to go get his water shoes, made sure that he was steady, came back, checked on her.
This is hard.
You make your decision.
No. Like watching in the water.
You know that part in the Bible where Jesus had walked on water and Peter was like, and Jesus was like, yeah, you can go ahead and you can come on. You can go ahead and you want me to walk on water, Jesus? Jesus was like, only if you got faith. Only if you got faith, bruh. This was very much given that. This was very much given that. I'm sorry. Spirit, lead me where my faith is without borders. Let me walk upon the wall. It was given, Spirit, lead me where my trust. Do y'all remember Oceans? Oceans had everybody in a chokehold. Everybody in a chokehold. Every choir director thought they could sing that song. That's not a song for everybody to sing now. Oceans is not a song for everybody to sing. Some of y'all hoes be drowning when y'all be going up there in the pulpit singing Oceans. Y'all need to stop that. It's giving Peter. It's giving Peter when he went for a swim because he didn't believe. He didn't have the faith. He didn't have the faith. He ain't had the faith. Thank you so much, Sugar. Huda Rats were even saying Chris was wrong for this and was not a gentleman. What's your take on this? You don't see me laughing? I love this shit. I don't give a fuck what the Huda Rats think. Bitch, we having a ball over here. Yeah, Ocean, stop singing that. That's not for every worship leader. Please, 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 please. I'm so happy that nobody at New Birth has ever sung that. I've never heard anybody at New Birth attempt to try to do that. Shout out to Jamal Bryant, my pastor Jamal Bryant, who's been leading the Target boycott, period. Shout out to my pastor. What's up, pastor? Nobody ever tries to sing Spirit. Nobody ever tries to sing Oceans, and I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very proud of my church. My church know how to stay in this lane, okay? Period. Because some of y'all churches do not know how to stay in their lane. Thank you so much, girl Vendetta. Jesse, you have no behavior. Then you talk about us being bad in your comments. So because because I'm diabolical, that means y'all gotta be diabolical too? Do as I say, not as I do. Thank you for the super chat. Spiritly. It was giving Oceans. I'm not gonna carry you. I'm not gonna carry you. I'm not gonna carry you. And let me tell you why this wasn't disrespectful. Let me tell you why this wasn't disrespectful. In Huda's mind, if he would have carried her, they would still be together. They was gonna go back in that room. They was gonna hunt in her mind. Cause even like, do y'all recall at the end, like at the very end, when Ariana's like, oh my God, like anybody's thoughts? Huda, what are your thoughts? Huda and Chris, thoughts? And Huda was like, I can't believe we made it. We're not even together. Y'all are not together at all. Y'all are not together at all. When she goes back to the villa after this and she recounts, everything with the girls, I made the decision to break things off. And you see him like, because he knows what he did. He put it in her court because that's what she was going to say regardless. She's going to say that regardless. Regardless. Olandria, thank you so much, Captain, for creativity. Also, Olandria spending all the time babysitting Huda with Taylor could have been one of the reasons O couldn't take care of her own heart. Pick up more warning signs about Taylor. Huda exhausted people. Such a good point. Such a good point. That goes back to Olandria crying. Such a good point. Such a good point. Chris was not wrong. I think Chris did everything flawlessly. This was entertaining, yet very much needed. This is what she needs. And people who behave like her need this. You have to let somebody like Huda know that absolutely there is no chance for anything. In this conversation, she even said, oh, well, even if we're not together, like, can we be cool? He was like, respectfully, no, I have to take my time. I have to get over things. I don't want to hang out with you. Respectfully, no. Because in her mind, she's still going to have access. She's still going to be able to throw Kuda Cat. Chris did what Jeremiah should have done. Clark it. I love the way Jeremiah held himself up in this experiment too. But Jeremiah, at the first, honestly, both of them had very similar experiences. I think Chris should have cut her off immediately after that baby challenge. It should have been a wrap. It should have been a wrap. It should have been a wrap for me. They both waited too long to set boundaries. But what I like about the way Chris did it is there's no question. I don't fuck with you. Don't want to date you. Don't want to sleep in the same bed as you. Not gonna make you breakfast. Nothing. We're done. We are done. When they got back to the villa, he didn't sleep in the same room. Some people were like, "Oh, there's other beds. There's other beds in the room." Yeah, she could have creeped up to the other bed. This lady's a psycho. She doesn't move. She doesn't move like somebody who has sense. She moves like a psycho. Maybe I shouldn't say psycho. I don't know what her mental state is, but she doesn't move like somebody who makes sense. We've seen Huda go and wake Taylor up. Do y'all remember that day when Jeremiah and Iris were sent on surprise dates? She woke up in the middle of the night like Bride of Chucky, slapping Taylor out his body for him to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. They went on dates. They went on dates. Remember when she did that? Yeah. That's a bitch you gotta leave the room. You can't be in the same room. No. I don't want you to even think that you can creep up next to my bed. I don't even want you to think that you can creep up next to my bed. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen. At the end of the day, I said it before, I'll say it again. Huda thought she was gonna get the Shelly treatment. And shout out to Shelly and Nicolandria, because my clients left the villa with their coochies still in the cage. Clark it. Shelly and Nicolandria left this experience with their coochies still caged up. They didn't have to throw no cootie cat at nobody and still had men fighting for them. Nicolandria had the entire villa fighting for her. Every time Nick had an opportunity, he fought for Nicolandria. Every time. The villa sobbed. The villa sobbed for Nicolandria. That tells me that there's so much about Nicolandria that we didn't even get to see. Nicolandria was mothering those people. She was mothering those islanders. They sobbed for her. Shelly had 3-4 men at her beck and call every day. Coochie intact. Shelly, coochie intact. Nicolandria, coochie intact. And while I'm clarking it, Clark, coochie intact. I saw one girl on Threads, I don't know what Taylor sees in Clark. Clark doesn't do anything. And that's y'all's problem. Y'all be thinking y'all gotta do some shit. Y'all think y'all gotta earn a man treating you right, a man chasing you down. You don't gotta earn that. All you gotta do is lead prayer like Clark was doing and existing. Apparently, Clark every day was leading prayer in that villa. Shelly told us that on her goodbye call to Clark. Production never showed us this. Clark woke up every day, led prayer, sat pretty. Coochie intact. Hurricane Huda threw all types of coochie all over. No connection. You left with no connection. No connection. You sucked the life out of the villa. You ruined this season. You ruined other Islanders' experiences. I cannot wait for a reunion, because I know now they're going to have a chance to really look at everything. I cannot wait for a reunion. So these people could, and I don't want nobody being coached. Oh, because we don't want bullying. Now, fuck that. Y'all never gave no statement for bullying when BuzzFeed was out here giving Shelly a knuckle sandwich. And when Huda Rap fans who saw Huda go into this villa and purposely terrorize Black people, so they carried the torch and they put Huda's face on the officer who choked George Zimmerman and put Nicolandria's face on George's face. Showing the officer, not George Zimmerman, I'm sorry, George Floyd. I showed you guys that picture. I don't want to show it again. But Huda Rat fans they hacked Olandria's TikTok and was pushing out very hateful, very, very hateful messages. And they photoshopped the picture of George Floyd, who was suffocated to death, by putting Huda's face on the officer and Olandria's face on George's body. Y'all ain't never give no statement for none of that. So I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. And I'm really happy that Andy Cohen's going to co-host. So, because Andy Cohen is very good at holding motherfuckers accountable. Please do that. Please do that. I don't want to fucking hear it. The last date was AMAYA and Brian. I thought this was so beautiful. Lord, we've been here an hour and 40 minutes. Child, I'm so sorry for taking up all y'all time. I'm almost done. AMAYA and Brian were so beautiful to me. It looked like they was in their Dominican backyard. And them going through their childhood photos together. I thought that this was just very, very... It just was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience to watch. And also, it's a very pivotal time for the Latino community. And honestly, watching AMAYA and Brian, I should have known. Like, I should have. I mean, we all felt AMAYA had a very good chance at winning, but this meant more than just picking AMAYA PAPAYA. This is a win for the Latino community. You know, we're in these ICE raids. We're seeing what's happening. And so many Latinos saw themselves in AMAYA and Brian. I mean, I'm getting chills as I'm thinking about it. It just was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch. The fireworks that were in the background as they kiss. You had Brian quoting, did Brian quote Bad Bunny in that moment, or was it later on? It just was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It gave very much fuck ICE. And we could just go into the winners, right? After this, you know, we're going into the next day, and I think Brian had asked Chris, you know, are things still fixable? And Chris was like, this is cooked. Hell nah. It's cooked, fried. My God. My Lord. Jesus. But we could just go into the winners. Fourth place was Iris and Pepe. They looked really, really disappointed. And I just was like, baby, they really thought they could win. And to be honest, first and foremost, I'm never gonna forgive y'all soft assholes for not bringing Shelly and Ace to this point. But I can see how they really thought that they could win this, because Pepe is very likable. Pepe is very likable. So is Iris. Iris saved Huda. Do you guys remember Iris saving Huda after what Huda did to that girl? Do y'all remember how Jalen and Pepe were scared to leave Iris alone with Huda? But anyway. Yeah. Iris's face in fourth place was hilarious. Iris's dress was nice. AMAYA PAPAYA gave, you know, sexy quinceanera down. Huda's dress was nice too. I like the purple. But oh my God, Olandria and Nick. Olandria and Nick, it just gave Disney princess. Like, it gave Disney movie. Hold on. You can't tell me this is not giving Aladdin and Princess Jasmine. I'm so sorry. It was giving Prince Charming Cinderella. It was like, what? I wanna give you my love. Nicolandria Hive, we're back. We up. I don't give a fuck that they didn't win the 100K. They won. They won this episode for me. They won this episode. They won in the looks. They won in affection. They won in storyline. They like... Imagine thinking Olandria and Nick are losers. Somebody was in my comments, oh, you did all that celebrating for Olandria just for her to lose. Lose what? Lose what? Did you not see Vogue post Olandria and Nick? Lose what? And after this situation, I do not want to see Olandria doing no influencer trips. No. Olandria needs to be walking Fashion Week in Milan, Fashion Week in Paris, high fashion. I do not want to see her getting signed to no boutique agency. She needs to be with WME, Wilhelmina Models. I do not want to see her doing no rinky-dink ass, the same brand deals I see everybody doing. No. No. I need to see Olandria over there somewhere. Leave. She gives high fashion. High fashion. I want to see her over. I do not want to see her on anybody rinky-dink ass influencer trip. No. She is much higher than y'all. Sorry. Sorry. No shade. No shade, no shade, no shade. I love watching influencer trip and all that. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I loving it. But for her, she need to be walking Paris Week, Paris Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. I need to see her in Gucci, Pucci, oui. She need to be over there with the croissant people. Immediately. Met Gala. Immediately. Especially for all y'all hoes who was black women sitting on TikTok talking about she has a strong ass face. Yeah. It's Paris Fashion Week strong. Okay? Yours is Walk of Shame strong. Yeah. She's walking Paris Fashion Week. You doing the Walk of Shame, ho. That's where you belong. That's where you soft ass hoes belong. That's what I want to see for Olandria. I don't want to see no, use my code to get 10%. No. You need to be over there with CAA, Wilhelmina, WME. And that's on Shelly, Timari, Manouchka, Jean-Pierre, Evelyn Bissant, Francois. Her ass too. Shelly, I seen them pictures of you with that white wig, the fashion. You need to be, y'all need to break the barriers for short girls. I want to see Shelly and Olandria in Paris, living it up. Milan, living it up. Savage Fenty is beautiful. It's cool. Great. I need to see you in Agent Provocateur. That's what I want for my bitches. Period. Let's continue. Iris and Pepe came in 4th place. You had Huda and Chris come in 3rd. Everybody's speeches were beautiful, but I thought that Nick's was the best one. Nick's speech was the best one. Well thought out. I mean, so was Olandria's. It just was beautiful. It was beautiful. Did y'all catch how hold on, let me. Yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. One thing about this girl, she sure gonna ruin a moment. She ruined it here too. After AMAYA PAPAYA, I mean, her winning was beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful seeing her and Brian run all over the villa. Mi gente. It was giving very much mi gente Latina. Okay. Shout out to Latinos. Shout out to Latinos. This is y'all time. This is y'all's time. I just want to say that. This is y'all's time. I'm really happy for this. But anyway, Nicolandria, they were in second place. I love how Nick said that AMAYA definitely deserved this. I love it. I love that they both, him and Nicolandria, said AMAYA and Brian deserved this. I didn't like that Brian was the one who picked the money, the money folder, because congratulations to the papayas. Congratulations to the papayas. I really was hoping that AMAYA won and that she kept the money. Just let me make my point. Let me land, child. Let me land. But Brian got to hunch AMAYA before he even knew how she liked her coffee. I'm just saying, they had been in Casa and in the villa together for a little minute. So that always didn't sit right with me. That he got the hunch and he ain't know how to make her coffee. Didn't like that. However, I think he's nice. You know, she keeps saying how he stood up for her. You know, there might be a lot of things that we just didn't really get to see with Brian, but I would have liked to see her pick the folder with the money in it, and her make the decision whether she wanted to share it or not. And I would prefer her to not share it. If he really likes you, if he wants to pursue you, he would still pursue you. He will still pursue you. But hey, we'll see where things go. We'll see where things go with them. But yeah, this was another moment that I hated too. You know, they all jump into the pool, right? And hold on. Let me see if this is gonna play. Hold on. Wait, did I miss it? Okay, so they're all in the pool together, right? And they do these very, very nice still shots of each couple. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought Iris and Pepe, they honestly gave, what's that? Is it the cool water? Oh, yes, child. Olandria was drowning, child. Oh, my God. Olandria was, and I saw somewhere that she tweeted saying, yes, child, I was drowning. But anyway, they're in the water and is this it? Hold on. Hold on, child. Hold on. It's this shot right here. Like the way she latched on to Pepe and Iris, then she latched on to Olandria and Nick. They couldn't even have like their own moment. Anyway, y'all. My final thoughts are very simple. Once again, well, they're not very simple. I just talked for 2 hours. But my final thoughts are this. Like, again, I just really was upset not to see Shelly and Ace. Really upset not to see Shelly and Ace. I think that they were more than deserving to be there. But I think that there was a lot of poetic justice, but I didn't care to see it. Like, I didn't care to see Chris, and don't get me wrong, it was entertaining. We laughed. Like, at the watch party, we cracked up. We laughed. Like, it was funny. But in the end, I'm happy that AMAYA Papaya won. I'm happy for the papayas. I think this is great. I think it just really sends a message that we love Latinos. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump. Like, fuck whatever people got to say about these deportations. Like, we love Latinos. We love Black immigrants. We love brown immigrants. Like, we love y'all. And what's happening in this state the state of what's happening in our society right now does not reflect the everyday person. Like, I always tell y'all, like, I grew up in South Florida, and I've had my experiences with white Latinos, but at the end of the day, like, I love Latinos. I remember getting dragged a little bit for saying this. Like when it comes to my home, like anything in my home, if it's not a Latino doing it, you're not getting that work from me, baby. You're not getting a job from me. And that's on Dade County. I was raised watching how hard Latinos work. And don't get me wrong, I'm Haitian. We work hard too. But there are just some things you leave to the Latinos. There were some things you leave to Latinos. And when I tell you, when it comes to your car and your house, call a Latino. Call them. They're going to come through. They're going to have their little Corona. They're going to do their little two-step, their little bachata. Give it to the Latinos. If it's for me, y'all always gonna have a job for me, baby. Period. If it's for me, baby, you ain't gotta worry about that. You always finna have a job when it comes to me. Point blank, period. They're gonna come in, they're gonna do their job very timely, and they're gonna fucking go home. They gonna go home. Point blank, period. I love me a Latino. And y'all know I date Latinos down, baby. My longest relationship was with a Dominican. My second longest relationship was with a Puerto Rican, but now that I'm with Mr. Easter, that's no longer my second longest relationship. But baby, being in love with a Latino, it's lit. You never date a Latino? Date you a Latino. You never had Latin cooking? And when I say Latin cooking, I'm not talking about tacos, bitch. Get you some real Latino food. Okay? I love the Latinos, period. Love the Latino community. And I think that this was a strong message for the Latino community that, like, whatever Trump got going on, whatever the fucking government got going on, that does not reflect how we all feel about y'all. We love y'all, point blank, period. And I think the rankings were amazing. I think Nick and Nicolandria coming in second was great too. And I'm excited to see what happens with them. Like, I'm so excited to see their trajectory. I'm excited to see what happens with Shelly and Ace. I'm excited to see where they go. I'm excited to see what happens with both of their careers. I don't know. I've been watching, I watched the first episode of Beyond the Villa. Shout out to Peacock for putting it out early. They saw all the slamming that they were getting. Oh, let's put out Beyond the Villa early. But yeah, I would love to see some situation where we get to see these people post the villa. I think that this particular cast did a lot, went through a lot. I think that the world owes the Black women of this cast an apology. Shelly, Nicolandria deserve an apology. They deserve an apology. They deserve an apology not just from like social media and these publications that really disrespected them, but they deserve an apology from Love Island. They do. They were extremely mishandled, edited incorrectly, and because of that, a lot of hate came their way. And I hope that they have family and friends around them who can keep them grounded, can be there to help them with their, with their mental health and just making sure that they stay in a positive place. But that show owes them an apology. An apology. An apology. That's what I would love to see at Reunion. Some accountability on the show's part. BuzzFeed. When is the reunion? August 25th. It's gonna be in New York. I'm trying to see how a real bitch can get in the motherfucking building. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to see how I can get in the motherfucking building. So I got work to do. We gonna see. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's gonna happen with this cast. And yeah, that's my final thoughts. I'll go ahead and save this live, y'all. Thank you again to everybody who came to the watch party. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate y'all for riding with me. I know in the beginning I was putting out my edited videos. Then I had my birthday. It was my birthday. I was filming a movie. Like, I held it down. I did my best. Giving y'all the best that I got. So thank you for riding with me. And yeah, y'all, I'm kind of sad this is over. Like, what's next? What do we watch next? When I save this live, please like the live, share this video with a friend. In the comments, let me know what we should watch next. Are we watching Big Brother next? Is Traitors coming out? I won't be reviewing Perfect Match. Some of y'all have asked me that. I won't be reviewing it. Maybe the next season, but this upcoming season, I won't be reviewing. I didn't watch The Ultimatum Queer yet, so maybe I need to catch up on that. So yeah. Drop that in the comments. Let me know. I'll go ahead and save this live. And oh my God, I'm like, you know what? Before I go, if you're Latino, please drop in and tell me where you're from. If you are Latino, please drop in the villa and tell me where you're from. Drop in the villa. Somebody said, oh yeah, you know what? I am Big Brother. Okay, Big Brother. Beyond the Villa. I will. You know what? I'll do Beyond the Villa. Okay, yeah, I will do that. Oh yes, and yes, I'm gonna do the Real Housewives reunion. I watched it on the plane. I caught my flight this morning, so I did watch it on the plane. I have a lot of thoughts. Me and Justin are gonna get together tomorrow and do it. Dominicana from Boston. Wait, Dominican Republic. Period. Wait. Oh damn, it's going so fast. Wait. Okay. Period. Not the Haitians coming in. Period. We are Latinos. Period. Period. Mi gente. Period. Oh my God, there's so many of you guys. Period. Love y'all down. I saw somebody who said Nicaragua, but it went so fast. Okay. I saw someone say Honduras. I love it. Period. Well, listen, Latinos, I love y'all down. And I really love this win. I love this win for y'all. I love this win for us all. I love to see oh my God. And it was a Bombshell and a Casa guy. I don't think that's ever happened on Love Island before. So this was amazing to see. This was amazing to see. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for going on this ride with me. Again, I'm going to go through y'all's comments and see what I should watch next. And I'm definitely going to review the reunion. That'll be next month. But oh my God, that's it, y'all. I'm going to work on getting these podcast interviews, so just stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Take care of yourselves and each other. I just turned the water on. Big old flex. Shit you never saw before.